In recent years, we've witnessed a surge of legal battles between idols and their agencies, with some cases making headlines and leaving a lasting impact. There are many reasons for these lawsuits, ranging from overwork, mistreatment, unfair payment, unreasonable lengthy contracts, and some even experienced physical harm. We'll dive deep into the dramatic history of these lawsuits, exploring the triumphs, the struggles, and the way they've shaped the K-pop industry. In 2009, three former members of Dongbangshiki, Jae-jung, Yoo-chun, and Junso, made headlines by filing a lawsuit against their agency, SM Entertainment. This trio went on to form a new group called JYJ.
안녕하세요, JYJ입니다.
This lawsuit shocked the nation. It came on the heels of Dongbangshini's mainstream success in Japan and their breakthrough international hit, Neurotic. Before JYJ's legal action, it was almost unthinkable for artists to stand up against their very own agency. This lawsuit ignited a widespread discussion about the rights and treatments of artists, as fans rallied behind the members, expressing both support and concern for the members' well-being. JYJ mentioned that their exclusive 13-year contracts with SM Entertainment were unfair and excessively restrictive. This contract severely limited their activities and earnings. JYJ also alleged that the company scheduled events without their consent. Their primary goal was to terminate their contracts with SM and established a more equitable profit distribution system. The legal battle officially ended in 2012 with a settlement agreement. JYJ's contracts were terminated, and SM Entertainment agreed to stop interfering in their activities. Despite the resolution of their lawsuit, JYJ's once soaring popularity took a sharp downturn. They faced a distressing industry-wide blacklist. Accidentally or not, suspicions point towards the influential role of SM Entertainment. Through a segment on EBS News, it was mentioned that many broadcast stations and music shows hesitated to feature JYJ due to SM's influence and fear of damaging their relationship with the company. Even after the lawsuit was resolved, these companies continued to avoid working with JYJ. During an emotional performance on EBS Space, Junso expressed gratitude to his loyal fans for their support throughout the ordeal and shed tears during his encore. In 2021, Jae-jung surprised everyone by joining Junso as a guest on Never Now Together, acknowledging that it had been a long time since fans had seen them together and expressing doubt about the possibility of appearing as a group on network TV. Up to this day, the JYJ members have not appeared together on public broadcasts, although they have made individual appearances. Another significant lawsuit during the period that took place in December 2009, when Hanggung, a non-Korean member of Super Junior, filed a lawsuit against SM Entertainment. This marked the first legal action by a non-Korean member in K-pop idol history. Hanggung claimed that certain clauses in his contract were unlawful, harsh, and violated his rights. Additionally, he revealed that SM Entertainment had not granted him a single day off for over 2 years, which led to him developing gastritis and kidney disease. In December 2010, the court ruled in favor of Hanggung. In response, SM Entertainment announced their intention to appeal the court's decision. In 2011, Hanggung and SM Entertainment reached a mutual agreement to resolve their legal dispute. Hanggung further joined Yewa Entertainment and went on to become one of the biggest stars in China. Following the groundbreaking lawsuits of JYJ and Hanggung, during this decade, the K-pop industry witnessed an increased series of high-profile legal battles that sent shockwaves through the industry. In 2014 and 2015, former Chinese members of EXO, Kris, Luhan, and Tao, took legal action against SM Entertainment. They raised concerns about unfair contract terms, unequal profit distribution, discrimination, health issues, and limited career opportunities. In 2016, Kris and Luhan were forced to settle their lawsuits with SM Entertainment. Although no longer part of EXO, they were still contractually tied to SM Entertainment until 2022. In January 2016, SM Entertainment emerged victorious in its legal battle against Tao regarding upfront salary payments. The legal battle continued for 2 years after Tao's defeat. In 2018, the Korean court also confirmed the validity of Tao's contract with the label until 2022. These legal proceedings prevented the three former members from freely pursuing their careers in Korea and Japan. It's not only SM Entertainment that has faced lawsuits from its artists. In 2014, the group B.A.P sued their agency, TS Entertainment. The members were seeking to terminate their contracts. They claimed they had been subjected to unfair working conditions and profit distribution. Despite earning $18 million over 3 years, each member reportedly received just a mere 1% of the profit. The case drew international attention as B.A.P was gaining significant popularity at the time. They even won awards not only in South Korea, but also in Germany and China, proving their popularity overseas. After a period of turmoil, B.A.P and TS Entertainment reached a settlement in 2015. However, the group's popularity never fully recovered, leading to their disbandment in 2019. Another notable case emerged from the disbandment of the mega-popular project group 101. The group was one of the biggest K-pop boy groups in the industry with only a 1-year active timeline from 2017 to 2018. The world was excited to see what the members could further achieve after they went back to each other's respective agency. However, fans were shocked when Lai Kuanlin filed a lawsuit against Cube Entertainment, and Kang Daniel filed a lawsuit against LM Entertainment. Despite coming from different companies, they both had the same reason for filing their cases. The companies sold their contract rights to a third party without their consent. In July 2019, Lai Kuanlin took legal action against Cube, claiming that the company sold his exclusive management rights in China without his or his parents' consent. After 2 years, Lai Kuanlin won his legal battle, resulting in the invalidation of his contract. In January 2019, Kang Daniel sued LM Entertainment, claiming that they had sold his exclusive contract rights to third parties without his permission. The court sided with Kang Daniel, and just a month later, he took a significant step by founding his own agency, Connect Entertainment. Though many looked forward to his career, many were shocked when Samuel filed a lawsuit against Brave Entertainment in 2019. Samuel Kim filed a lawsuit after Brave Entertainment failed to provide a proper statement of accounts and income breakdown. Additionally, Brave Entertainment forced Samuel to become involved in the CEO's private blockchain company, which is completely unrelated to his role as an idol. In response to this, Brave Entertainment stated they would also file legal action against Samuel for one-sidedly invalidating his exclusive contract. In 2021, Samuel won his lawsuit. Though Brave Entertainment initially announced they would appeal this decision, they both reached an agreement. Samuel Kim has not signed with a new agency since, and up to this day, Samuel has yet to make a return to the K-pop industry. While most of the legal action revolves around payment and contract disputes, the case of TRCNG is an eye-opener to the dark side of the Korean entertainment industry. In 2020, 2 underage members of TRCNG, Woo-yup and Taesun, filed lawsuits against TS Entertainment. They accused the company of child abuse, assault, and extortion, detailing the grueling practice schedules and the detrimental effects it caused, a 2-year delay on their education. They also spoke about being physically abused, resulting in hospital visits, and one instance of attempted blackmail. TS Entertainment denied these claims and threatened legal action against the idols. Despite the challenges they faced, Woo-yup and Taesun remained determined. They shed light on the harsh living conditions, where they had to cover their own expenses for clothing and food. They bravely revealed the physical and verbal abuse they endured, including being coerced into attending adult venues against their will. Unfortunately, TS Entertainment continued to slander the members, claiming TRCNG's comeback was delayed because Woo-yup was dating a staff member. In April 2020, the director of TS Entertainment and 2 staff members were taken to court due to the lawsuits filed by Woo-yup and Taesun. Although the case is still ongoing, TRCNG disbanded, and TS Entertainment has ceased its operations. Idols continue to take a stand against mistreatment in the K-pop industry, with recent lawsuits highlighting the ongoing struggle. In June 2023, EXO CBX members Baekhyun and Xiaomin and Chen filed to have their contracts with SM Entertainment terminated. They claimed their contracts contained unfair terms, which deemed the members to be stuck in a slave contract spanning up to 17 years. The company also lacked transparency in settlement reports. Some people immediately link this case to their big senior who have gone through the same route, JYJ. SM Entertainment denied these claims, saying they treated the members well and had a system for payment details. They further refuted the slave contracts and mentioned that EXO CBX chose to renew their contracts willingly. Despite the very public back and forth, within days, things suddenly died down. On June 9th, SM Entertainment and EXO CBX released a joint statement saying they reached an agreement. They decided to keep working together under SM Entertainment, but with some changes to their contracts. The lawsuit between Omega X and Spire Entertainment gained significant media attention. At a press conference, the group revealed their decision to file a lawsuit against their agency, citing assault, intimidation, indecent acts by compulsion, and attempted threats. The group further claimed that if they refused to participate, they would be denied opportunities for comebacks. In January 2023, it was announced that Omega X won their lawsuit. They further highlighted the agency's failure to provide transparent financial documents and their insistence on promoting the group despite the members facing health issues. Another monumental lawsuit was between LOONA and BlackBerry Creative. It is a messy battle. After a conflict between Chu and the company, Heejin, Haesul, Yeojin, Kim-lit, Jerry, Eves, and Go-won and Olivia Hae filed lawsuits in November 2022 to terminate their contracts. They said the trust between the label and the members were broken and irreparable. In January 2023, Haejin, Kim-lit, Jin-sol, and Cherry won their lawsuits. In the following months, all 12 LOONA members won their lawsuits, including Hyunjin and Vivi. The court ruled that the company had indeed transferred the group's exclusive rights to Universal Japan without the members' permission. All the LOONA members are finally free. However, the dispute seems to be far from over. BlackBerry Creative released a statement that they will continue to pursue legal action against all the members. Foreshadowing another messy battle is 50/50. The group continuously decorated the headlines not only with their unprecedented achievements in K-pop history, but also with the shocking turn of events that kept unfolding in their company's lawsuit drama. It all began when their company, Attract, filed lawsuits against the internal management for fraud and breach of duty. Additionally, Attract CEO accused the major record label, Warner Group Korea, of attempting to coerce the members into violating their contract. Surprisingly, 50/50 retaliated by filing a lawsuit against their own agency, citing contract violations, financial transparency issues, and a disregard for their well-being. In the most recent development, Dispatch has uncovered the intrigue surrounding the creation and global success of 50/50. The situation is still unfolding, and fans anxiously await further updates. The rise of K-pop lawsuits has shattered the industry's facade, bringing to light the power dynamics, unfair treatment, and exploitative practices within agencies. The brave actions of idols to break free have sparked crucial conversations and triggered positive changes within the industry. As the fight for artist rights continues, it remains to be seen whether lawsuits will become the most common route for resolving disputes, or if the industry will find alternative solutions to protect artists and foster a healthier working environment. As idols become more aware of their rights and more empowered, what do you think the future of K-pop will look like? Tell us in the comments below.